Good morning, students. Hope you are doing fine. Today we will revise this chapter, Village of Palampur, and a very important device which you should know to use and you should be using frequently now in grade 9, that is mind map. Basically, mind map helps you in remembering things and organizing the information, and also uh, you know it makes learning easier. So let us see the magic of mind map to Village of Palampur. In one page, the whole chapter. Yes? Can you see? Whenever you start making a mind map, always start with the center of the page. Write the chapter name and then start increasing in different directions. You get to increase your mind map in various all four directions. So it gives you more space basically on the paper. Now let us see. This is what I have made. Village of Palampur's infrastructure was the first thing we spoke about. If question is asked, explain the infrastructure or describe the infrastructure of Palampur. Suppose you are supposed to answer in 100 words. So if you remember the bullet points under that, you can explain each point further. Likewise, in infrastructure, it was they spoke about well-connected roads. You can write about roads there, the transport system in Palampur, then the electric, or most of the houses have electric connection, all information about school and hospitals, dispensary. If you have these points in mind, you can easily frame your answer in your own words. Okay. Then we also spoke about factors of production, very important part of this chapter. Factors of production, there are four factors: land, labor, physical capital, and human capital. So what you learned about land is fixed. So we need to increase the production. How we can increase the production? Through multiple cropping and modern farming methods. Land of distribution is unequal among the farmers of Palampur. That also we have done. So this is how you can increase. If you have a different idea of increasing it, it's up to you. What makes you remember things better, you can incorporate that. Now then, coming to labor. Labor is skilled labor, unskilled labor. Then what are the problems faced by the labor in Palampur? They are paid less. Why? Because of heavy competition of jobs. And then you can build on these points your answer. Now talking about physical capital. Physical capital can be divided into fixed and working capital. And these are the examples: machines and tools of fixed capital, and for working capital, raw materials, cash in hand. These are the examples. Human capital is basically what? Knowledge and enterprise, which is required to make use of other factors of production. That is human capital. Then we spoke about modern farming methods. So under this, we spoke about HYV seeds, the high yield variety of seeds, which gives you better yield in both in terms of quality and quantity. Then talking about chemical fertilizers, then pesticides, machines and tools. So all these are part of modern farming methods. And then we also spoke about the drawbacks. What are the ill effects of using these? So these are expensive, soil quality goes down, soil deteriorates, it needs more water, and it leads to reduction in water table. These are the points. Now, because of modern farming method, what happened? Green revolution took place. And where it took place? In Punjab, Haryana, and Western UP. This is how you can build on. Then we also spoke about capital, how capital is obtained by small farmers and big farmers. So you can write here, you can still increase. How do small farmers obtain capital? They take loans from money lenders and banks. Yeah. Big farmers, they have their own capital. How? Because of the surplus production, what they sell in the market. Okay, because of that, they have lot of their own capital, their own savings. Now, we also spoke about non-farming activities, that is dairy farming, small-scale manufacturing, transport, shopkeepers. So here, this is how we have covered the full chapter. So you should be able to, if you want to revise, just start making a mind map for any answer also. Small mind maps can also be made so that you know how to organize your answer, how to build your answer, especially when it comes to long answers. So this was the mind map, and next I want to talk about is questions typology. Students, what kind of questions will be asked in assessments? As per CBSE in grade 9 and 10, there are 1 mark questions in social science, I'm telling you. 1 mark question, 3 marks and 5 marks. In 1 marks, you'll get MCQs, filling the blanks, definition of anything, give reason. Okay, so either MCQ, you just have to choose one. Filling the blanks, you will fill with 1 or 2 words. If definition give reason should be answered in 1 to 2 sentences. Okay. Now talking about 3 marks. 3 mark questions should be answered in approximately 80 words. 5 markers should be answered in 100 words approximately. So answers should always in points. Never ever write your answers in paragraphs. Always start with the opening sentence or the closing sentence. I'll give you example of these two, what I meant by this, and draw line after each answer. Paper presentation, your work presentation talks about you, and this is the first thing you should learn. Now, let us see this question. Why do modern farming methods require more capital? So it's a 5 marker. That means 5 points are to be written, and this is how you can write. Modern farming methods need tractors, harvesting machines and other mechanical tools, and to purchase, second point, to purchase them huge amount of money is required. Modern farming methods need HYV seeds to increase the production. Third point, to purchase them huge amount of money is required. The price of chemicals and expenditures are very high. Installing tube wells to irrigate field is also a very costly process. Fourth point, modern farming always needs skilled workers. To hire skilled workers, huge amount of capital is required to make their payments. Now the closing line. The last point is the closing line, what I was talking about. Hence, we can say that modern farming methods require more capital, which comes from your question itself. The closing or the opening line is always the part of a question and is not affordable for small farmers. Okay, let us see another example. What problems do farmers face in terms of employment? So here I've started with the opening sentence. Following are the problems faced by farm laborers. The first thing is they don't get regular work. Their wages are very less. They are paid less than the minimum wages set by the government. Why? Due to heavy competition of jobs, they are exploited by large farmers and money lenders. They are bound to be in debt trap by village money lenders due to various malpractices and high rate of interest. They are landless laborers and they don't have their own source of income. due to the use of tractors and harvesting machines, the demand of laborers is decreased. Have decreased. Fine. So this is how you can answer your 5-mark or 3-mark questions. I hope it's clear. You have understood. What I want you to do today is you will make a mind map, okay, and file it in the portfolio. Go through the chapter. You can use the map I have just shown you for reference and try to make your own. Fine, children. Thank you.